Let me select all the numeric value. Okay, so if you want to select numerical value and you want to apply a specific operation on all numeric value, let's say ds3 dot select d types, okay, where we will include all numbers, and we want to add 2 to all the numbers. So what is initial value? 30.7, and here if we look at the value, it is 28.7. This is 21.4, and here it is 23.4. So whenever you will apply this function, okay, this method or this operation, it will be applied to all the number. Let's say if you want to scale down all the values to a specific range, okay, then you can do like this 0.001. okay, so in that case all the values will be reduced to in a particular range. Okay, so let's say if you want to manipulate entire data set numeric or data set with all the columns, with all the numeric column, if you want to manipulate all the numeric column, okay, then uh, you can do it like this. Okay, let's say instead of this, let's say if you want to implement if you want to manipulate only integers value, okay, then here you can write int64. Or if you want to manipulate only float value, then here you can write float 64 likewise. Okay, so all the float values will be manipulated. So number means it will select all the numeric values. Now let's move forward. Let's say if you want to perform some operations, okay, then uh, let's say if you want to perform some column wise operation or row wise operation, okay, so let's see that I want to perform the row wise addition, okay, for all numeric value. Then how it can be done? Let's say ds4 is equals to ds3 dot select d types. Okay, here you specify that I want to include all the numbers. Okay, and now in ds4 all the numbers are there. Okay, now let's do one thing. We will apply some function, and here we will specify the axis. Okay, whether we want to go with the index or we want to go with the column. Okay, so row wise or column wise. So axis is equals to, let's say, columns. So what will happen in case of column? So in case of column, all the in single row all the column will be added. Okay, so let's say whatever answer we are getting, this answer is for first row. Okay, all the numbers will be added. Let's say here if you are making axis is equals to index, then it will be manipulated in that way. Let's say axis is equals to index. So here you can see previously we were getting row wise, and now we are getting the column wise. So in case of axis is equals to index, in particular column all the rows will be added. So the summation, vertically summations will be performed, while in case of axis is equals to column, horizontally summation will be performed. Now similarly you can use other functions as well instead of sum. Let's say if you want to check the median, okay, then you can do it. Then minimum value, okay, then maximum value is there. Similarly, standard deviation, if you want to check, then also you can check. Okay, then let's say if you want to find average column wise, then also you can do it. So this is how you can create, how you can manipulate the column. Now let's see, let's assume that you want to create your own data set. Okay, so how we can create it? So let me create some list, so we can use it. Let's say c1 equals to 1 2 3 4 5. Let's say 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5. Okay, value of second column is, let's say a b b, then c c, then d d, then e e. Okay, we are taking some random values, so you don't get confused. Here we will take some floating point value, let's say 1.23 comma 2.34 comma 3.45 comma 4.56 comma 5.67, likewise. Now what we will do, we will create dictionary. So how dictionary can be created? So let's say d1 equals to, let's say column 1 equals to c1. Here column 3, column 2, column 2. Okay, now what we have done here, we have created a dictionary. So first column means first list will be assigned to first column, second list will be assigned to second column, third list will be assigned to third column. Now we can easily convert this dictionary into data set. How? So let me give you an example. New data set equals to pd dot data frame, and then we will pass the d1 as an argument, and then we will, yes, not here, not d1 but new data set. Okay, so here is our data set, column 1, column 2, column 3. Okay, and in each column whatever values we have specified, those values are stored. Clear with this? So here you have to make sure while you are creating and data set, okay, array or list, all the list should be of same size. So clear with this? So if we are including 5 element over here, then 5 element should be there in column 2, 5 element should be there in column 3, likewise. Now let's say if you want to import this data set, okay, new data set, whatever we have created. So for that you can do one thing, from IO import string IO. Okay, and then let's say file output equals to string IO. So this is a function. Now new data set dot to CSV. So here pandas provide us the functionality to export the data set in this many number of different formats. Okay, clipboard, CSV, dictionary, Excel, feather, GB, GBQ, HDF, HTML. Okay, period, pickle, SQL, stata, string. Okay, so let's do one thing. We will export it to CSV, and then let's say we want to give the file name as a sample one. Okay, now here again we have to give file name sample one. So let us go to the home page. Okay, here it is sample one, and if we will open, then here you can see, here we will get all the column. But while the column is being imported, here you can see one additional, although we have specified only 3 column, in output we are getting the 4 column. So we will see in next tutorial that how we can remove the column which is being added uh, while we are creating a new data set. Okay, thank you.